as we'll see Jared Goff and the Chicago Bears taking on Russell Wilson and the Indianapolis Colts.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball is coming your way.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 64 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
He gets this one to Boyd. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Complete to Danny Amendola. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
On the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But it'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in? And he takes it in for a Colts score. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff, Edwards. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shoves him aside. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
At the end of all that hitting and collar, and it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Indianapolis.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Micah Kaiser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Oh, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now second and 7 from the 23. On the handoff, Edwards. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, Goff. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Edwards now on first and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 41. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Edwards. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run with Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Switch.
Now Goff. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The field goal. Is good. Makes the score Colts 7. Bears.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Number 40.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And
as you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Wilson. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought
so if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've... And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
To number 80.
Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And he stopped immediately there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this one's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Super 66. 59 mark. 59 mark.
Goff now looking to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Still. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
In a 4th.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Colts coming out now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Edwards. And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
54, Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Play action. It's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Cohen. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
A.J. Epinesa
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
To C.D. Lamb.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Russell Wilson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up. That's the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Edwards. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
Now it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Of 9 brings up 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Super one. Check right 54.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Camara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackled at the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Hauschka with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
You can't block me. 59 mark, 59 mark.
On 1st and 10, Goff. It's complete. Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And caught by Henry. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Going deep here for Stills. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Camara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play.
And Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Mifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Camara again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Goff now to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
At the 25-yard line.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
It's a gain
The
of
Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
on the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
The man of the hour. You're the hottest scoop this year. Got a few moments for an exclusive?
Sorry, maybe some other time, Reg. I got a lot to prep for the playoffs.
I'll tell you what. If you give me the exclusive, I'll put together your senior highlight reel for recruiting next year.
Oh, you really do that?
Heck yeah. Man, I got a lot of tricks to get a lot of eyes on your tape, too. Yeah, I do that for all the guys that are pretty nice to me, which is the kicker and now you.
So, I need as much help as I can get with recruiting. All right, let's get started.
Wow, great, okay. Let me think. Oh, regarding your last game, what would you say is your biggest strength?
Biggest strength?
Just think of one of them, anything.
Well, I felt like I was able to get away from the rush and then buy enough time to make plays.
All right, well, if you're not going to play me, I quit.
Well, Reg, I guess there's your exclusive.
Need a word in my office.
Welcome to our EA Sports live stream from Soldier Field, the home of the Illinois High School Football State Championship and the host of tonight's clash between the Brush Hogs and the Mustangs. Joining you on this beautiful evening, I'm Kevin Connors. Anticipation is over. A year's worth of blood, sweat, and tears has come down to this. Game time in the state championship. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as he drops to one knee for the touchback. The Brush Hogs take over on offense. And you know, with a state championship on the line, every drive can seem like it's the most critical. They give it to Rainey, pushes through contact, and that's a tremendous run to lead off the drive. From first down to first. Down. Rainey's lined up in the backfield. They'll go with the run. And the defense didn't give an inch on the play. It'll be second down. Now for the Brush Hogs, this game marks a return to the state championship. It's a chance for redemption after losing a blowout just 1 year ago in this very same stadium. The history they bring to this matchup adds a whole new dimension to this showdown. All right, so following the short gain, here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Dixon. He's on the move. Now he'll slide to a stop with the first down. The Brush Hogs with the counter. And he's dropped in the backfield for a loss. So earlier today, while speaking with Brush Hogs coach George Thompson, I asked if their loss in the title game last year came up at all in their preparations this week. And you know what he said? He said they took the game film and they buried it. He insisted they've put it behind them and that they are ready to raise the trophy. Drops back to throw here on third. Dixon is sacked, and that's a costly mistake that puts them outside of field goal range. As anyone knows, high schoolers and social media, it can be a recipe for drama. And Clay Rainey stirred up some controversy this week when he predicted a championship win for his Brush Hogs. You can imagine how well that went over with QB2 and his squad. Spoiler alert, not well. They start the drive with Hawk. And all it takes is one play to move the sticks. A great run there. Okay, so you're hitting me up on social media wanting to know exactly what Clay Rainey posted. And it was an invitation to his championship party tomorrow evening. Yes, very bold. And you know what? He was pretty quick to delete it, too. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. From the gun, inside handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. So the comments keep coming in now on my channel, and yes, I did see Sammy Hawk's reaction to the Clay Rainey party invite. For those who haven't, here's what Hawk said. You can delete the post, but screenshots live forever. So there you have it. Everyone from playmakers to politicians, take heed. The new era of bulletin board material is here. From the gun, it's QB2. He's got a man. First down, Mustangs. While I've got a moment here, I'd like to thank my guy Reggie Brown for the well-researched game notes he gave me. Reggie writes for the school newspaper that's covered QB2 since he joined the team, and I got to tell you, that little Sparky has really earned my respect. Might be after my job one day. They'll throw from the 50. Maddox is wide open. And this will be spotted at the 28. A 22-yard gain, and that's a first down and then some. We're seeing this offense come up with a variety of ways to move the ball on this drive, picking up first downs along the way. And this will be spotted at the 28. Still 10 yards to the marker on second down. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 3 more to go in this state championship showdown. Back in a moment. So the second quarter is now underway, and appropriately enough, it's second down. Back to throw. Here's QB2. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. And now he's out of bounds. First down. With play number 10 coming up, it's 1st and 10. Hawk gets the rock. And a weight room play there before the defense can stop him. Back to pass on second down. Scratch that, he's moving left. And he doesn't come up with much. He's stopped at the 8-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 4. QB2 looks downfield. Oh, hold on, he's running right. Lets it, hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. this title game. And that'll make our score 7-0. Ready now for the kick. Caught in the end zone, and he'll kneel down for the touchback. Here come the Brush Hogs to start the drive. Let's see what the future holds on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Rainey, and this time he's taken down as he gets to the line of scrimmage. So I mentioned the game notes Reggie gave me earlier, and here's an interesting fact. Brush Hogs head coach George Thompson once played Coach Fetu in a football game back in college. Now, it wasn't for a championship, but Coach Fetu's Trojans won that non-conference showdown. Amazing how we've come full circle here today. On 3rd down, here's Dixon. Now he'll tuck and run. And it's a big game before he's finally brought down. A 20-yard gain and a 1st down and much, much more. From the shotgun now, inside handoff. And he doesn't waste any time picking up the first. He opens that series with an excellent run. When you look around this stadium, clearly a state championship of this caliber will draw thousands upon thousands of fans, and there's more than a few NFL players among them. Before the game, I saw guys like Patrick Peterson and the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, signing a bunch of autographs. After coming up with a strong run, here's 2nd down. Changing things up, looking to pass now. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at 3rd down. Gavin Dixon, the field general of this Brush Hogs team, and someone who comes from a family with deep ties to Nebraska football. Dad Clyde played running back for the Huskers, as did his older brother Tommy. Mom Olivia was a star on the Huskers track team, so I'm not so sure Gavin has ever even considered going anywhere else. And the kick is away. And Washington will not get a chance to return this one as the ball heads out of bounds. Opening play of this drive for the Mustangs. And they'll have to balance their playbook against the remaining clock as they move downfield. Slings it downfield. Oh, and it's incomplete. Attacked the secondary to start the series, but they couldn't make the connection. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on 1st. Still looking to throw. It's QB2. Now he tucks it. And he's tackled at the 21. I spoke of the NFL players in attendance here today. Earl Thomas and Jarvis Landry happen to be watching from the sidelines tonight. And get this, Adrian Peterson showed up at Coach Fetu's request and surprised his players with a pregame speech. Can you imagine that? Meanwhile, they pick up the first with that run on 3rd down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's QB2. Hawk on the draw. And they go backwards, losing yardage. Stuffed on the previous play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. And that's almost picked off. The safety nearly made the catch, but the drive stays alive. Following a missed opportunity for the defense, here's 3rd and long. They snap the ball. Shows off the arm strength. He's got it. Touchdown. A show-stopping score from beyond midfield. Here's Myers now for the extra point. And they extend their lead. 14 points separate these teams. down. The Mustangs are ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Yeah, I think the special teams coach's head might have exploded if he took that one out. Right choice on the top.